Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce.
That was absolutely their game to lose. And that's the thing about this league. Anyone can win on any given night.
And, you know, in the last few seconds of a close game, you can forget about who's the favorite, who's the underdog. That's all meaningless stuff. You know, late in the game that's close, it's anybody's ball game.
And you got to give this Dallas front office credit for how they've acquired quality role players, Greg.
Well, BA in particular adding length and athleticism. That's helped them defensively, as well as providing some lob targets for Luka and Kyrie.
It's stolen by Washington. Irving looking around. Pass to Thompson. 4-3. It's rebounded by Golden State. This game against Dallas here, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yes, the first of 4 meetings between the teams. They should be quite familiar with one another by the end of it.
You know what, guys? I don't know. I get the feeling that this could be an interesting matchup this season. This first game will tell us a lot.
Not too many players have ever had the feel for the three-point shot like Clay. He was born to shoot the deep ball. But the defender had more size than him, but did not have more fight.
And it's Washington missing. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Up top, Curry. 37 points his last time out. Here's Green. Doncic grabs the miss.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Outside Irving. And there's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
The three from Washington.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
Inside, Jackson Davis. Gafford with the block. And here's Doncic outside. Rebounded by Green. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Fires for 3. And again, no good by Golden State.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Curry. Doncic with the bucket. Year after year, this early portion of the season is characterized by a great deal of overreaction, Grant.
The media and fans build up a lot of expectations in the offseason. And it's not that bad, but when those expectations aren't met, watch out. Listen, we all just need to settle down and see how things play out. The season is still very young.
Some of the quickest hands in the NBA. Kyrie showing you that quick release there.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Wiggins. Back to Curry. To the paint. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Klay Thompson picks one up.
And when you see Wiggins starting to develop that mindset, that mental edge, knows he has the defender in trouble, and he's able to draw the foul as a result.
No good on the second free throw. But Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
You know, to be a high-volume shooter like Buddy Hield, you have to have a lot of self-confidence, Clark.
Well, not just self-confidence, B.A. You better have the ability to knock down shots, and Buddy Hield has that in spades. He can get it done from any direction he needs to, going right, going left, off the catch. He can dribble into the three on occasion. That shot he's got is pure.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Back to Thompson. Takes the three. Gets the three to fall. Thompson's got his second bucket on the night.
Extremely dangerous from that range. That's Thompson's comfort zone right there.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. And so it's Golden State with it. They trail by 3.
This is how competitive Curry is. He's got a great competitive spirit. You drain a 3 on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
And there is the whistle. That'll go on Kevon Looney. That's his first foul. And Dallas making a change here. For 3, Dinwiddie. It's rebounded by Golden State. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Curry, no good.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Dallas shooting their first free throws here for the night.
The versatility of Dinwiddie. Boy, he drives it, passes it, and he can shoulder the scoring load when you need him to.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. The Mavericks leading. Pass to Grimes. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Green. For 3. Counted from distance. Curry's got 8 points. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up.
The Warriors, 16.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make the extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, there's so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handles. And that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league.
Pass to Grimes. Back to Marshall. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors trailing. Wiggins outside. Right side Hield. Outside Curry. Green, a screen. Back to Curry. Lets it go from deep. Count it. He's 4 for 8 now.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's Marshall. No points so far. Here's Dinwiddie. Looney with some nice D. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Nice work that time by Draymond to draw the foul while in the act of shooting there.
Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Outside heel. Outside, Green. Pass to Looney. Wiggins, left side. Hey, Wiggins with the elevation!
Since entering the league, Wiggins has tried to tighten up his handle. Pays off there.
Soft touch off the glass. Marshall's gotten his first basket of the night.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Thompson with a steal. Down low. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Nice read by Thompson right there. You know, showing he's more than just a shooter with plays like this.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And Washington powers it through.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. He's got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
Outside Kuminga. To the inside. Jackson Davis with the bucket. And the Warriors lead by 1. Well, Clark, we hear coaches often say, trust your teammates. Why is that sometimes a challenge?
Well, you know, when you talk about passing the basketball, there's got to be a level of trust and confidence that where you pass it to is going to produce some fruit. And that it might come back to you if that's the best play. And then defensively, you can't be good defensively without communicating and trusting one another to cover for each other in the defensive scheme that you're playing.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
And that's a foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first half. Pass to Hield. Jackson Davis, a screen to the middle. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
And it's Irving missing. The Warriors lead by 3. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Pajimski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Washington's shot is good.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Jackson Davis. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
The 3 from Thompson. The Warriors pull it in.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Yeah, you know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
And Doncic hammers it home.
Love the way Doncic reads the defense, feels it out, sees the lane, doesn't hesitate to take advantage.
Gafford with the block. And here's Thompson for three. And that's not going to go. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Warriors on top, up by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Pass to Jackson Davis, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Jackson Davis has got 10.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Doncic outside. Here's Gafford, covered by Jackson Davis. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Trace Jackson Davis picks one up. Dallas shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
And if you're looking for identifiable team mascots, Clark, some say the Mavericks champ, the horse, is near the top of the list.
Yeah, he does get after it. Also, the Mavs man. Dallas is rolling out a couple of iconic figures to keep that crowd on fire.
Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Anderson makes terrific decisions, especially for his position. He's a great passer.
Healed with the defensive effort. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Teams will make substitutions. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Here's Doncic on the drive. Washington outside. Lets the 3 fly. The Warriors lead by 8. Here's Kuminga. And the shot goes in. Kuminga's gotten a 2nd bucket on the night.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr said of Jonathan Kuminga, we were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. You just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you.
One of the things I love most about Luka Doncic, his court recognition and awareness. This guy is so sharp and alert, understands how to play.
Now here's Curry. He's got 11. Down low. 5 on the clock. Washington grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 10. Here's Irving. An easy 2 on the layup. Irving's got 7.
That's the thing about Kyrie. He's a 3-level scorer.
Pass to Curry. From downtown. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. And the Warriors lead by 11. From deep, here's Doncic. Oh, Doncic! What do you expect?
Luka won't take three-pointers laying down. He's coming right back at you with the answer.
Curry with it. Now Thompson defending. A good look from Doncic. Again, the Mavericks good for two more.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Well, Grant, as long as the Mavs have Luka Doncic, they'll be a contender in the West.
Yeah, no doubt. Luka is the special guy who can carry a team. He's an MVP candidate year in and year out. And Dallas is just very lucky to have him.
Pass to Looney. There's a screen by Wiggins. To the inside. Oh, Wiggins with the power game inside.
And they're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Powell Looney grabs a miss.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Here's Hardy. Uses the glass on the layup.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Looney, the screen. Kicks it out to Anderson. Here's Melton. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Golden State Warriors.
The Warriors, 56.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 11-point game. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Jazz at Delta Center in Utah. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Now here's Anderson. Inside. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And the Warriors lead by 10. Here's Doncic. Out to Thompson. And they get it back. And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Force.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. Well, Coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Out to Thompson, and he comes up with a bucket.
Thompson, so pure as a shooter. I mean, he gets that mid-range look, and he's not going to hesitate to let it go.
Wiggins with it. Gafford picks him up. Pass to Curry. Kuminga with it. It's stolen by Washington. Here's Irving. Out to Thompson. This one for three. Oh, and Clay makes that three look so easy.
His first three of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
And the basket by Curry.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And here's Doncic.
Outstanding defense from the crafty guard Melton. So good at making his presence felt.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. The Warriors lead by 8. Fires the three. Gafford grabs the miss. And so it's Dallas with it. Washington outside. Thompson with a screen. Doncic on the wing. Doncic on the wing. Launches it. Oh, rejected by Wiggins. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Irving. Hits it from the high post.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. I mean, he's getting to a spot, shooting the ball with confidence. Excellent turnaround for him.
Now here's Melton. Back to Jackson Davis. Gafford with the block. They recover it. Here's Kuminga. Ooh, Kuminga. So deadly at the rim.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Doncic with it. Now guarded by Curry. Outside for Irving. From the arc. He buries it from three. Irving's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yes, indeedy. Irving giving you much in the clutch.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Here's Curry into the lane. Rebounded by Marshall. Mavericks trail by 5. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Golden State. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. To the paint. Oh, they pick off the pass. Lively with it. Now guarded by Curry. The three from Thompson. Klay Thompson, a killer from the corner.
Fantastic to see Klay Thompson deliver when his team needs a basket most.
And the shot's good by Wiggins.
That could be an important bucket as this game tightens up. I mean, Wiggins looking sure of himself out there.
Oh, my goodness! Disrespectful.
That's why you give him the rock. Doncic deserves the ball because he can deliver in the clutch.
And here's Curry for three. They get it back. Tipped away. And Doncic has got the ball here for Dallas. Trailing by 2.
Kyrie Irving is simply caught foul.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Wiggins. Looney the screen. Clock at 6. No good. Excellent D there from Lively. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
And the foul called on Draymond Green. That'll be a second foul of the game. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And the Warriors making a switch here. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Here's Curry. Outside, Green. Green, a screen to stop the run. Back to Melton. The three from Curry. Can't knock in the three. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Puts up a deep three. Off target. And so the big win by Dallas.
It's that time. We are back with a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV.
And there are so many ways to play NBA 2K.
Of course, and My NBA is for those of you that would love to take the reins of the front offense.
I love it. And in NBA 2K25, the mode has major changes. We asked the devs to break it down for us all. Take a look. Today, we're joined.
It's that time. We are back with a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV.
And there are so many ways to play NBA 2K.
Of course, and My NBA is for those of you that would love to take the reins of the front offense.
I love it. And in NBA 2K25, the mode has major changes. We asked the devs to break it down for us all. Take a look. Today, we're joined by Jeff Schrader, producer on My NBA mode. How you doing, Jeff?
I'm doing great, Chris.
It's that
Thanks for having
time.
me.
We are back with a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV.
And there are so many ways to play NBA 2K.
Of course, and My
Chris,
NBA
you're
is for
going
those of you that would
to
love to
take
take
the role
the
of a
reins of the
prospective
front
GM.
offense.
I love
so
it.
I'm
And
going
in
to kind of
NBA
walk you through
2K25, the mode
character
has
creation a little bit.
major changes. We asked
All
the
right,
devs
Chris,
to
now
break
this
it
is your
down
first
for
time
us all.
as a new
Take
My
a look.
GM, right?
I have not jumped into the mode at all yet, Jeff. So to do it with you first, right here on 2K25, I'm pretty excited to get some knowledge here.
One of the biggest decisions that you're going to make in your GM career is what do you want your
We're joined by
backstory
Jeff
to be?
Schrader, producer
Well, I'm
on
looking
My
at that
NBA mode. How you doing,
offensive
Jeff?
coaching
I'm doing
and that
great, Chris.
defensive
Thanks for having me.
coaching
So
on
let's talk about
ex-players,
some of
so
the
that
new
looks
features
pretty
in the mode.
nice.
Let's start with My GM.
Another one that
What
stood
can
out
fans
to
look
me
forward to when they
was
jump
actually
in
the
the mode for
closer.
the first time this
A lot
year?
of charisma.
Well,
So how does
Chris,
that
you're
affect
going
how you build your
to
team, having
take the
charisma
role of a
versus maybe
prospective
having better
GM.
coaching?
And so
So
I'm
those
going
are
to
kind
kind
of
of walk
two
you
really
through
good
character creation a
examples.
little
The
bit.
X-Player
is kind of like a very orthodox
All right, Chris,
pick.
now this is your first
You're going to be
time
really good
as a
on the
new My
floor.
GM, right?
I have
You
not
have
jumped
a
into the
good
mode
spread of
at
stats
all yet, Jeff.
otherwise.
So to do it
You're going to be
with
able
you
to help
first,
your team
right
out
here on
just
2K25,
by being
I'm pretty
around a
excited
lot
to
better.
get some knowledge here.
The starter
One of the
perk
biggest
for,
decisions that you're going to make in your
player
GM
is
career
going to
is
make
what do you
it
want
a
your backstory
little bit
to
more
be?
inspiring
Well,
for your
I'm looking
players
at
as
that
you play.
offensive
But in
coaching
contrast,
and
the
that
closer,
defensive
you're
coaching
not
on
as skilled with the
ex-players, so that
basketball
looks pretty
side
nice.
of things, but you know
Another
the art
one
of
that
the
stood
deal.
out to
You know
me
how to
was
trade,
actually
you know
the
how to get
closer.
picks,
A
you
lot
know
of
how to
charisma.
close
So
the
how does
deal.
that affect
I think
how
I'm
you
gonna go
build
with
your team
X-Player.
having charisma?
I like
versus
having
maybe
on the
better
court
coaching?
So those are kind
over
of two
what I
really
can
good
do off the
examples.
court.
The X-Player is kind of like a
Maximize
very
what I have
orthodox
on the
pick.
roster, you know what
You're
I'm
going to be
saying?
really
That
good
makes
on the
sense.
floor.
And now you're gonna go
You
ahead
have
and
a
pick two
good
more
spread of
attributes.
stats.
Let me go ahead and
Otherwise,
just go down
you're
the
going to be able
list.
to
I'll
help
kind
your
of
team out
give like a
just
brief
by
overview.
being around
So
a lot better.
offense and defense are
The
pretty much
starter
exactly
perk
what you'd
for,
expect. Actually,
the
just how
X-Player
your
is
players'
going to
attributes
make
as you
it
play.
a
Sports
little
medicine
bit
is
more
actually going to help
inspiring
a
for your
lot
players as
with
you
development,
play.
but in
Also
contrast, the
injuries.
closer,
Your players are going to
you're
get
not as
injured
skilled with
less
the basketball
often.
side
When
of
they
things.
do get
You know
injured,
the
it's
art
going
of
to
the
be
deal.
less severe.
You know
and
how
take
to
less time to
trade.
deal. So
You know how to
definitely
get picks.
very good
You know
for
how to
that.
close the deal.
Business is also going to be really relevant for how you
I like
manage
having
your org.
on
How
the
do you
court
deal with
control
the governor? How do you
over
deal
what I
with
can
the
do off the
CFO?
court.
From there, we
Wanna
have
maximize
Prisma.
what I have
That
on
is
the
basically
roster, you know what I'm
exactly
saying?
like we
That makes
discussed,
sense.
the art of the
And
deal.
now you're going to go ahead and
This is
pick
probably
two
the
more
most important
attributes.
attribute.
Let me go ahead and just go down the
for
list.
all
I'll
of our
kind
brand new
of give like a brief
Now,
overview.
since I
So
chose X-Player, I think
offense
I'm
and
going to go with
defense are pretty
charisma
much
here to give
exactly what
myself
you'd
a nice
expect.
little
Actually,
balance.
just help out
that's
the players.
killer. I mean, you're going to be great on the
Sports
court.
medicine is actually going to
getting
help
up
a
to
lot
5 or
with
especially
development,
6
but also
points is
injuries.
really kind of like a
Your players are going to get injured
less
less
often.
Make sure that
And when they
you're
do
going to
get
have a ton of
injured,
options.
it's
It's
gonna
going to
be
be less severe
conversations.
and take less time to heal.
All right, now this is one thing that's really exciting about 2K25.
Business
Let's
is
talk
also
about the
going to
perks.
be
Break
really
down the
relevant for
perks
how you
that
manage
you
your
can
org.
expect
How do
when
you
players
deal
jump
with
in
the
the mode.
governor?
Check
How do you
them
deal with
So
the
perks
CFO?
are very similar
From
to
there,
how
we have
badges
Prisma.
work in our game
That
currently,
is
except
basically
they're
exactly
just
like
one
we
level.
discussed. The art of the
And,
deal. We have a ton.
this is probably the most
year and
important
tailored
attribute
specifically
in
to
my
your
GM for all of our brand new
For example, you
conversations.
mentioned
Now,
how
since I
you like
chose
being
X-Player, I think I'm going to go with
a
charisma
really
here to give
offensive
myself a
minded. We
nice
actually
little
have
balance.
shot doctor. That's
An
killer. I
expert
mean, you're going to be
shot
great
doctor.
on the court.
That'll be really
getting
good
up to 5
if you
or
really
especially
wanna make
6
sure
points
you're
is really
targeting
kind of like
outside
a
shooting.
good
already know
starter
I'm going for
amount
those.
to make sure that you're going to have a ton of options.
Seems like a slam dunk then. I guess
Cool.
that'll be
All right, now
your
this is
perk
one
for
thing
level
that's
1.
really exciting
Now,
about
you mentioned you
2K25.
start at
Let's
level
talk
1,
about
so
the
what's
perks.
the
Break down the
process like
perks
to level up
that
your
you can
perks this
expect
year?
when
Okay,
players
well,
jump in the
as you
mode. Check them out.
complete
So perks
conversations,
are very
you'll get
similar to
tasks,
how
you'll
badges
get
work in our game
experience, and then you'll
level up, except they're just one level. Very roughly, every level you either get brand new this year and tailored specifically, or you get an additional perk. So we'll go ahead and you mentioned how you like being You've leveled up
really
to 2 and 3,
offensive-minded.
so you're
We
going to
actually
get 2 more
have Shot
points.
Doctor.
Where would you like to put
Expert
it?
Shot
So with those
Doctor.
2 attribute
That'll
points,
be
I actually
really
think I'm
good
going to put it
if you really
into
want to make sure that you're
offensive
targeting
coaching.
outside shooting.
Okay.
I want to start getting buckets right off the bat. 100%.
Absolutely. And there are
like
a few
slam dunk
conversation
then, I
options
guess
that
that'll
unlock
be
by getting
your
that
perk
up
for
to
level
5
1.
and 6.
Now you mentioned you start
definitely
at
an
level
excellent
1.
choice.
So what's the process like
okay, you're
to
now
level
even
up
more
your perks this
proficient.
year?
Okay, well, as you complete conversations,
level
you'll
4,
get
you get to
tasks,
pick a new
you'll
perk.
get experience, and then you'll level up.
There's a lot of choices
basically,
to choose
very
from, Jeff.
roughly
I
every
think what
level
I
you
want
either
to
get
do
an additional
is
attribute
perimeter
point,
defense.
or you get an additional
That's
perk.
what I
So
do
we'll go
when
ahead
I'm on the court
walk
with
that
my
through a
player,
little bit.
and I
So
really want to focus
you've
on
leveled up
stopping
to 2 and
the
3, so you're going to
three-pointers,
get 2 more
the guard
points.
play.
Where would you like to put it, Chris?
So with those
shot
2
creators
attribute
out there,
points, I actually think I'm going to put it into threes as much as possible in today's current
I want
NBA.
to start getting buckets
I want
right
to do
off the
that. I
bat.
want to focus
Absolutely,
on
and
defense.
there are a few
Bam,
conversation
you pick your
options
next
that are
perk,
unlocked
and
by
so then
getting
from
that
there,
up
that's
to 5
level
and
4.
6. So
Again, 5 through 7, you're going to get 3 more attribute points.
Okay, you're
So where
now
would you like
even
to
more proficient.
I'm curious to see what analytics
We
does
come to
for your
level 4,
GM
you get
team.
to
How
pick a
does
new
it work
perk.
in
What would you
2K25
like?
with
There's a
putting
lot
points
of
into
choices to
analytics,
choose
Jeff?
from, Jeff.
Well,
I
of
think
course,
what I
it's
want to
super
do
helpful for when you're
is
doing scouting.
perimeter
The higher you are with analytics,
That's what
the
I
more
do
you're
when
going
I'm
to
on the
be able
court
to
with
scout
my
and
player, and
scout
I
more
really want to
accurately
focus on
to get past the fog of war and
three-pointers,
see what
the
an
guard
attribute's
play,
true potential is. There's
shot
also quite
creators
a
out
few
there. I think
conversation
for
options
me, I
that
want to limit
require high
threes as much as
analytics
possible in
check
today's current NBA.
I think I'm going to put 2 into that.
I want to
I wanna
focus
start
on
scouting. I want to start thinking
Bam,
about the
you
offseason.
pick your next perk,
We're
and so
working
then
within
from
the
there,
new
that's level 4.
CBA. So like
Again,
I said,
5 through 7, you're going to get 3 more attribute points. So where would you like to
scouting
put
the
it?
right kind of players for the
curious
future?
to see what analytics does for your GM.
And
how does it work in 2K25 with
and now I want to
putting
focus
points
on the
into
business.
analytics,
So
Well,
why
of
would
course,
it be
it's
advantageous
super
to
helpful
put
for when
points
you're
in
doing
business
scouting.
this year?
The higher you
So
are with
business
analytics,
still-
the more you're going
all
to
of
be
these
able to
attributes
scout
will always
and
give you at
scout
least
more
some
accurately
passive
to
benefit.
get past the
This is
fog of
going to
war
help
and
your front
see
office. It's
what
going
an
to help your
attribute's
bottom
true
line. It's going to
potential
help your
is.
attendance.
There's also quite
Especially, it's
a few
going to make sure that the
conversation
boardroom
options
stays
that
happy with
require
you
analytics
and will
check
help you
pass.
interface with your other
I
staff.
think I'm going to put 2 into there.
Yeah.
I want to start scouting. I want to start thinking about the offseason.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're
Let's put
working within the
another
new
point into
CBA.
business.
So like I said, I have
Okay,
put a
cool.
focus on
Okay, with that, we
drafting
hit
and making
level
sure I'm
8.
scouting
It's
the
time
right
for another
kind
perk.
of players for the
I think
future.
I want to select something
Hopefully
from
I'm more than
training.
you,
I'm going to
Jeff.
actually put this
And
what
what
perk
perk
would
would
you
you
suggest
suggest
based on
and
how
now I
I've
want
been
to
building
focus
my
on the
team so
business.
far.
So why
Which
would
one
it
do
be
you think would
advantageous
best
to
suit
put points in business
So
this
I
year?
think that
So
Physio
business
is actually
still-
probably a
all of
pretty
these
safe
attributes
bet.
will always give you at
injuries
least
are
some
killer.
passive
This will
benefit.
help limit
This is going to
that,
help your front office. It's
it'll
going to
make
help
sure
your
that it's
bottom
less
line. It's
likely
going to
and
help
also
your
you're able
attendance.
to kind of
Especially, it's going to make sure that the
But if you're
boardroom
feeling a
stays
little bit more
happy with you
dangerous,
and will
sports
help
psych
you
is going to be
interface
able
with the
to
other
help
staff.
keep that winning culture, which will directly translate to having better
Yeah, let's do
attributes
it.
on
Let's
the
put
court right
another
now.
point into
I want to feel
business.
dangerous. So I'm going to go
Okay,
with
cool.
sports side. 'cause I
Okay,
wanna
with
keep
that, we
that
hit
winning
level
culture
8.
here.
It's time for
Okay.
another perk.
With that,
I
you've
think I want to select
finished
something
level
from
8.
training. I'm going to
We'll go
actually
ahead
put this
and
back
get
on you.
levels
What perk would you
9
suggest
through 11.
based on how
So
I've been
3
building
more
my team
attributes
so
if you
far?
please, Chris.
Which one do you
So
think
I
would
want to
best
balance
suit
out my
me?
team, Jeff. I think I'm
So
going to
I
put 2
think that
points into
Physio is
sports
actually
medicine.
probably a pretty safe
And I'm
bet.
going to put that last
Injuries are
point
killer.
into
This will help
defense.
limit that.
Okay.
I want to make sure
It'll
that
make
we're
sure that it's
stopping
less likely,
the
and
ball,
also you're able to
not
kind of
letting the
rehab a
other
little
team
bit more
score
quickly.
as
But if you're
important.
feeling a
I think
little bit more
that kind of coaching,
dangerous,
that defensive
sports
coaching
psych is
is
going to be
always
able to
beneficial in
help
these kind
keep
of
that
modes.
winning
So
culture,
I think that's
which will
why I'm gonna
directly
select the last
translate to
couple
having
points here.
better attributes on the court right now. Plus, as
I
you're
wanna
kind of
feel
rounding out
dangerous.
your
So I'm gonna
squad,
go
you're going to
with
find that you're going to
sports
have
side, 'cause I
a
wanna keep
pretty
that winning
balanced
culture here.
selection
Okay.
of
With that,
conversation
you've,
options to choose.
finished level 8.
So it's definitely
We'll
another
go
benefit
ahead and
of
get
kind of
levels
evenly spreading
9
out as
through
you
11.
have.
So
You're going to be ready
3
for
more
anything.
attributes if
For
you
new
please,
players,
Chris.
what's
So
the
I
benefit
want to
of
balance out
having
my
more
team, Jeff. I
dialogue
think I'm going to put
options
2
this year?
points into
Well,
sports
it's just the more
medicine.
options you have, the more
And
you
I'm
can
gonna put
tailor
that last
your
point
answer to be
into
based on what
defense.
you as a
Okay.
player
I
feel
want
like
to
you
make
can
sure
do.
that we're stopping
Because if
the
the team governor is like, oh, win a chip, and you're like, sorry, boss, how about the second round?
I think that's where
I mean, that's an option that you're only going to be able to get if you have a silver enough tongue. Plus, as you're kind of rounding out your squad, you're going to find that you're going to have a pretty balanced selection of conversation options to choose. It's a milestone because you get to unlock kind of exclusive evenly spreading out as you have. You're going to be ready for anything.
Now I get for new players, what's the benefit of having more dialogue options?
So Lionheart is really special because you have playoff elimination games. Your answer, your star players going to start out on fire, and everyone else is going to start out hot. The team governor is like, oh, win a chip, like
that offense.
Sorry, boss. How about the second round?
So much for all this wisdom.
I mean, that's an option that you're only going to be able to get if you have a silver enough tongue to unlock those dialogue options.
And from here, what's winning to do? Players expect.
So at level 12, it's a milestone because you get to unlock your exclusive perk that's unique to just your backstory.
Now I get Lionheart. So break Lionheart down for all the fans out there.
So Lionheart is really special because in playoff elimination games, your star player is going to start out on fire, and everyone else is going to start out hot. Great for
Check
team
out
takeover.
Real Tie 2.
That's a really good
steal
perk.
from their teammate sends them off.
Yeah, you're going to be cooking.
Jeff, thank you so much for all this wisdom you're dropping on all the fans for this mode.
Finish to the game, sending the team back to the locker be celebrating.
Talking, we got some winning to do.
Moving over to the rack, we have the contender Blockmare 93. Time for your top plays. For a green jumper. PA announcer, intercepting the Sacramento Kings. And we're tipping off this week in the proving ground. Right time. Yeah, that's definitely enough to lock up player of the half. And maybe even top play of the week. Check out Real Tie 2. Find out. A steal from their teammates sends them off. Time for you to vote. And then if you want a chance to be on 2K TV, send in your best play on social finish to the with game, your gamer tag and the hashtag to the 2K celebrating. Until next time, I'm practicing my passing on the side of the house. Moving over to the rack, we have the contender Blockmare 93. Spotting up for a green jumper. Intercepting a pass, and
if you're looking for a way to earn badge progression faster in my career, you'll want to equip badge perks and multipliers.
While in my career, pause the game and open up badge perks under the progression tab. You'll see 4 categories that modify how you earn badge points and instructions on how to unlock them.
Send in your best play on social
accelerates a selected badge to progress 10% faster when you have an A- or better teammate grade. I always got that one, Alexis. Always.
Okay, yeah, Chris. Winner's Circle boosts your selected badge 10% when you win. Max plus
if you're looking for a way to earn badge progression faster in my career, you'll want to equip badge perks and multipliers.
While in my career, reset the game and open up badge so you can under the progression tab. You'll see 4 categories that modify how you earn badge points.
And lastly, a rotating seasonal badge will be new every 6 weeks. Be sure to check back here to make sure your badges are the best they can be. When you have an A- or better teammate grade.
And slide over 2 more tabs to find out more about unlocking badge point boosts in the NBA and Winner's Circle boosts your selected badge 10% when you win. Benefits for each category. So check out how to improve your badge earnings in all of your favorite game modes. This one could be a game changer for your favorite ability.
And of course, we did not forget about badge elevators. Completely elevating your favorite badges 2 or even 3 levels. And lastly, a rotating seasonal badge will be new and my career combined progress. Be sure to check back here to make sure your badges are the best they can be playing games this year. So I'll be seeing you all out there on the courts. Badge up and get ready to win.
Boosts in the NBA and all around the city. The menu has all of the requirements and benefits for each category. So check out how to improve your badge earnings in all of your favorite game modes here.
And of course, we did not forget about badge elevators. Completely elevating your favorite badges 2 or even 3 levels. Earn these as season rewards for your My Team and My Career combined progress each season. You are more rewarded than ever before playing games this year. So I'll be seeing you all out there on the courts. Badge up and get ready to win.
In a couple of weeks, we will be bringing you our annual Thanksgiving episode, and we want to hear from you. What are you thankful for?
We sure do, and whether you're celebrating here in the U.S. or joining us from anywhere in the world, it's always a good time to give thanks.
Definitely. So if you want to be featured in our special, share what you're thankful for using the hashtag 2KTVThanks over social media.
And until then, enjoy the game, and hopefully we'll go get some wins.
On the go, November 29th.
In a couple of weeks, we will be bringing you our annual Thanksgiving episode, and we want to hear from you. What are you thankful for?
We sure do, and whether you're celebrating here in the U.S. or joining
It's that time. We are back with a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV.
And there are so many ways to play NBA 2K.
Of course, and My NBA is for those of you that would love to take the reins of the front office.
I love it. And in NBA 2K25, the mode has major changes. We asked the devs to break it down for us all. Take a look. Today, we're joined by Jeff Schrader, producer on My NBA mode. How you doing, Jeff?
I'm doing great, Chris. Thanks for having me.
So let's talk about some of the new features in the mode. Let's start with My GM. What can fans look forward to when they jump in the mode for the first time this year?
Well, Chris, you're going to take the role of a prospective GM, and so I'm going to kind of walk you through character creation a little bit. All right, Chris, now this is your first time as a new My GM, right?
I have not jumped into the mode at all yet, Jeff. So to do it with you first, right here on 2K25, I'm pretty excited to get some knowledge here.
One of the biggest decisions that you're going to make in your GM career is what do you want your backstory to be?
Well, I'm looking at that offensive coaching and that defensive coaching on ex-players, so that looks pretty nice. Another one that stood out to me was actually the closer. A lot of charisma. So how does that affect how you build your team, having charisma versus maybe having better coaching?
So those are kind of two really good examples. The ex-player is kind of like a very orthodox pick. You're going to be really good on the floor. You have a good spread of stats otherwise. You're going to be able to help your team out just by being around a lot better. And the starter perk for the ex-player is going to make it a little bit more inspiring for your players as you play. But in contrast, the closer, you're not as skilled with the basketball side of things, but you know the art of the deal. You know how to trade, you know how to get picks, you know how to close the deal.
I think I'm gonna go with ex-player. Oh. I like having on-the-court control over what I can do off the court. I want to maximize what I have on the roster, you know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. And now you're gonna go ahead and pick two more attributes. Let me go ahead and just go down the list and I'll kind of give like a brief overview. So. Sure. Offense and defense are pretty much exactly what you'd expect. They actually just help out your players' attributes as you play. Sports medicine is actually going to help a lot with development, but also injuries.